Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki carried members of the State Executive Council on Wednesday, 5th April 2023, go do check for the work wey dem don do for the agricultural hub wey dey for Airport Road, Benin City, after EXCO approved the building for Animal Hospital, among others, for the new agricultural hub. During the meeting wey dem hold for Government House, the governor and the EXCOs come talk about the animal hospital and they come give approval to am, as that one na part of the plan to improve agriculture for the state, and say the EXCO agree with am to come see the project, and say dem purposely agree to invest on the government sake of say the government don build 3,000 house for government workers, and say many of government ministries don dey that area, and that na why dem agree to build agricultural workshop for the area. Governor Obaseki wey talk to three people come talk say after im don do the check for the work wey dem do, im no get reason why the government no suppose do more for the area of training goats and where dem dey make cassava for Edo North, because dem get plenty land for that side.
This is the hub. So you start from here, and then we hopefully other governments, subsequent administrations, will now expand senatorially. There's really no reason why we cannot do more in the area of ranching, for instance, and rearing goats in, Edo North, where we have a lot more land, or where we can do much more intensive work and research in things like cassava in Edo Central.
The governor constantly talk say im dey committed to build and strengthen work for the state, and say for the last 40 years, say the government dey behind because dem no invest and people no get space to work, and the matter no good like that. The governor constantly chook mouth for the agency wey dey close to agriculture like ADP, Forestry Commission, Edo State Oil Palm Production Program Office, and other office wey dem dey run with other agencies, say dem go bring dem come near so that dem go dey one place and make dem use the place take get space for experimental farming and research.
As you know, as part of the rebuilding our institutions in Edo State, which is our priority, because without the institutions of government working, then government cannot deliver services to its people. We realized that for the better part of 40 years, government did not invest in its own infrastructure. So civil servants, public servants did not have space to even work. That was not good at all for the morale and productivity of the civil service and the output of government. So we took a deliberate decision that we're going to invest in the infrastructure of government. That's why we've rebuilt the State Secretariat to house over 3,000 civil servants. So most ministries are located there. We also decided to build specific hubs, what we call hubs. So we cluster agencies and ministries that are focused in a particular area, like agriculture. All the agencies related to agriculture, the Ministry of Agriculture, the ADP, the Forestry Commission, the Edo States Oil Palm Production Program, and all the other programs that we are running with multilateral agencies. We said we should bring all of them together in one location. So we have adopted this ADP premises, and it's quite extensive. It has room for experimental farms, for research. So we decided that all the agencies of government that are related in the Agric space should come here and work from here together. So we have a main building that has 84 offices and in different configurations. We also have the old office, which we are refurbishing, that will take the commissioner, the permanent secretary, and some other senior officers of the ministry, that has 34 offices. We have a training facility, training center here with halls and training rooms for continuous training and research. We also have different areas for mechanization. So we are going to be refurbishing with our partners the mechanization yard so that people can come and see what we're doing and the partnering we're doing in terms of mechanization. And then we're upgrading all the experimental farms. So you've seen what we've done with the broiler section, what we're doing with the layer section, what we're doing with fisheries, what we're doing with piggeries. And these are areas where the ministry will be testing new areas of research and doing some seed multiplication to help farmers across the state. So it's a total revamp of how we're approaching agriculture in the state. And the important thing is to make sure you have the infrastructure that will now help officers and workers to be productive. This is separate from the training facilities that the colleges of agriculture which we are building across the state.
People wey follow the governor go do this check na Secretary to Edo State Government Ogie Esquire, Edo State Deputy Governor Right Honorable Comrade Philip Shaibu, Chief of Staff to the Governor Osagbovo Iyoha, Commissioner for Agriculture and Food Security Stephen Dehere, Commissioner for Communication and Orientation Chris Nehikari, and Special Advisor on Media Projects Kruso Osaigi, among others. From Benin City, A. Carter, Ogie, TMC TV News.